this body of water, of calcium, of carbon. How much of we are suns burning hydrogen, nitrogen, dig into the mines of me, find sulfur, find sodium. In the dark, I'll glow phosphorus. In the cold, I'll melt potassium chloride. I'm silver lining magnesium. I am balloon stretching oxygen. I am a textbook of compounds. Multi-celled regeneration, cycled through the generations, so every 7 years I grow a forest on these plains. Today, I am a colony of spruce with leaves persistent enough to hold on all winter long. If I fall, it will be long after the snow. It will be onto dead grass bed. I'll have bore witness to spring's first bloom time and time again. I am not stop, start. I am no keys to the ignition, no pedal to the metal, no Jesus take the wheel, no changes every 3,000 kilometers. I am no 4x4, I am 4 seasons, a pack of wolves making fresh tracks through the narrow trunks of me, the rivers of me, not tubing, not rubber or piston or transmission, but cells and organs and systems and roots, potted in boots. I am a brain with its deep valleys and deepening sense of self, for I am not just a body, I am also a being surrounded by beings, a bunch of us beings just being, and this is me being a car. And it is terribly unconvincing. Thank you very much. I would like to invite Dwenamin up onto the stage. We have collaborated on a piece because when we were brought to this convention and we were told about the research and all the studies around regenerative sciences and stem cell research, we tried to figure out how does this relate to us, to Bachelor of Arts degree holders who didn't study science. Like Dwenamin's got a better sense of it because she took biology in high school. I did not. I was like physics and chemistry. That's all I want. So we tried to figure out how does this relate to us as poets? How does this relate to the sense of community, the sense of building community? So this next poem reflects that.
Yes, indeed it does. Yes, it does.
Complex prescriptions.
The war is on, so the human drum beats low and insistent. The needed loam, a mystery, combined materials and methods flow from plastic tubing, vascular mimicry, dirt and mud of bone and blood build shelter from the instance of frailty, stave off the distant imminent threat of failure, dismissed in every instant. We all walk tall, staring into fume and flame. We stop short of desultory art, gnawing on the genius of our counterparts, pulling through disdain, stroke by stroke, gaining on the furtive rearing up of the stigma in the gasping game, that fight against oblivion. Symptom.
We celebrate cutting out the cancer. Employ the countenance of our compatriots to drink and be merry, with smiles strung like banners across the apartment scribed, "Not today, death, we let go of our breath." Number our blessings under the assumption that there is a return to how things were, as if the past were caught in a snow globe, kept next to the nativity scene, displayed for 4 weeks before boxed and stored away. The present left wrapped, the cancer boxed and stored away. Side effect. What's left behind is all that is hollow. There is no rooms for vacuums in this body. Those are cast into deep space and left for cleaning closets. Still, the floors are getting dusty. As I sweep up the remnants of last night's debauchery, I witness wine stains in the carpet, beat red. My heart skips. If I had time, I'd rip off this slipshod bandage and replace it with linoleum. Instead, I break a snow globe, leave the sparkle, glitter, water, and glass to soak, leave the home entirely, wander the roadways gaze through the overture of sunset, raised hands filthy with the obsession of sanitation, asking, when will I be clean again? When will I be clean again?
Side effect. Dime a dozen train wreckage, making small messes of a smorgasbord of diagnoses, paired with withering pain. Hold fast with halitosis to the grasping game. Seek to checkmate the malignant strain. Competes in plain clothes in preparation for the next host. Brain games abound, the science speaks vibrantly in an unsung tongue. The proponents aren't opponents, but rather greater than the sum of intellects bent in submission to the cure.
The cure. The cure turns on the porch light when I leave the house, doesn't aggravate when I return home half consumed, lies me down on the couch with my head on her lap, plays with my hair. Heartens notions of calling up the neighbors, the ones who love the broken things, the ones that have perfected the art of silver linings. Their tongues are so thrillingly piercing that my mouth quivers while I'm asking the differing iterations of the same questions. The cure answers, leave the stains, clean up the snow globe. As I sweep the glass and dab at water, I find myself shining. The glitter is everywhere. The cure is everywhere. The cure.
A glimmer in the eyes of the so-called sinners that excites the minds of the trim fringe dwellers, outliers, accelerating past the speed of pleas, anticipating needs of the begging masses on their knees who bleed and gasp, clean air and red blood fed from oxygen masks, holding fast. The timing is specific for the master physic, the elixir of life. The cure is the cultivation of community, built with the bricks of knowledge, experiment and progress, the mutable moments that rearrange the facts, divest the bad omens of their fell impact. Holding fast, running steady, we bring a heady mixture to the practice, ready on the mark to match ideas with actions, build healing contraptions, guided by the minds of attractions, seduced by the truth. Scientific inquiry creates last laughing life. Live is as live does, to the tune of fate. We create the potential for love. The cure.
Thank you very much. Next, we would like to bring up Danny Zip. Oh, sorry, my apologies. Dweneman has one more poem.
Yo, this one is called The Mortal Veil. I read it yesterday, and hopefully, if you hadn't heard it yesterday, you'll hear it for the first time tonight. And then after me is Danny Zip, so ready on the mark there, Danny? Cool, cool. The Mortal Veil. Tap your tiniest toes to the pound of your pulse and feel your feet curl alive, the soles pressing insistently into the floor. Feel the blood of your body being pushed, climbing and trying up your legs to your lungs, pressing air into the potential of breath, even and up to the brink of death, as well as waking, regenerating on the level of cell. Nodes of production compel you to inspect the modes that govern them. We laugh and tickle one another in the imagination with the expectations of the unknown, becoming the worn root, the winnowing periphery, the purveyor of focus upon the pluripotent, where the scientist's mind's will an opening of the vast problem of mortality to imperfect beings, humans, bend the logic that made us into the shape of process, progress, guided by the harvest as ever, tarrying in the elation of yield, regenerating cells courtesy of pancreas pulled from a willing donor, the proud owner of the generous heart that beat through the mortal veil after guiding the pen struck agreement that daubed hope into the futures of the ailing and afflicted, that scrawled awe on the faces of the postmodern human, post-human ardor, clawed the special off our self-regard. Post-human ardor clawed the special off our self-regard, leaving the possibility of furtherance of the spirit of life. Let the hybrid thwart the scythe, proving that hands trained, stained, and wielded by minds entranced by attainment can undifferentiate the unit of life, conjure against the grandeur of death, to regenerate the capacity for memory, bereft of experiences more tender than triumph. The sore spots in my brain might be the brightest, and while public tours tend to stop at the same point as the scalpel grows lightest, I can imagine precision in the human hand hovering, ready to build life back into the vast void of metastasis, the digestive wash over pancreas, which harvest helps to convert the killer cancer cells, may well infuse the rest of us with deepened ideas ideas of how to heal the malignancy of human influence on our precious globe and beyond our grasp of cosmos, letting us come to grips with the ideas that gave us form from the bottom up. We stare our makers in the face, those lost gods, welcoming their descendants into the stars, even as we take the pace of our own careworn, beating hearts. Danny, come on up.
Thank you, Dweneman. That was wonderful. We've lost our crowd a little bit here. It's a poet's crowd, which is small. My first poem is called For a New Generation. Tissue regeneration for a new generation. It is our intention to use imagination for collective liberation. Save every life in danger will cost billions, I'll wager, but what cost a human life? Tissue regeneration for a new generation. Restore, renew, replace cells to make yourself feel well. A differentiation swell. Stem cells, the building blocks of life, save you from strife. But what cost a human life? Thank you. Now I'm just going to tell you a little story. And my friend Roy, can you be shorter? Is going to help me. Okay, this is called The Way of the Future. My father, God rest his soul, used to love to play with the kids. He played a game where he lost a limb. Where's my arm? Where's my arm? Don't do that! Then he'd tickle us, and it's no joke if it happens to you. Dad died a physically painful end to a long, fruitful life. He would have regrown a whole new body if he could have. There are 40 people in my family, just from my brothers and sisters and their offspring. We were just getting over my dad's passing when my nephew contracted bacterial meningitis. It was touch and go at first. The medical team, prayer, meditation, love, Chris's sheer willpower and good humor pulled him through the loss of 2 legs below the knee, his right thumb, and kidney function. It was a blow that impacted a lot of people's lives. Today, Chris is amazing in this ironic drama. He's gone back to teaching drama with 2 prosthetics. He goes to dialysis every 3 days for 4 hours. He's waiting for a live transplant. In The Way of the Future, Chris could be like a newt and regrow his limbs, regrow his thumb. He could have his kidney reseeded with healthy stem cells from his own body. No fear of rejection. Can you imagine how amazing and life-changing? It's on its way. Some say by 2027, the future will be a reality. The way of the future and all that jazz. Thank you.
Hello there, my name is Royland Piku, and I'll be doing a piece titled A Cellular Message from the Jedi. So I'd like accompanying me is Jamie, the drummer from the band, and I like something galactically groovy. Jedi. This world I bend it like a soulful creator. My art I blend it. This joy in my heart I constantly send it. And the love that I am, I shall always befriend it. A message from your cells, from your stem cell and every cell in your body that dwells. You have trillions of cells and they have their own government, their own way of being and seeing. And this is their message to you. I am awesome. I am aware of the beauty of the body. I have compassion as I divine and delight in the excellent eternalness that I am. It is fun and funky. It is groovy. Yeah, baby, yeah. I am a little G-O-D. I am happiness. I am intelligence. I am jazz. I am knowledge. I am kindness. And I am love. Love, life overflowing, vibrantly everlasting. That's the body human. That's the body universe. That is what I am. Magnificence. I'm noble. I'm outrageously opulent. I am profoundly profuse. I am quiet. I'm royal. Had to do that. I'm regal. I am supreme. I'm timeless. I am united. I'm vibracious. I'm excellent. And I always yield to the zenith of love because love does a body good. Love does a body good. The Jedi has spoken. Thank you.
So we will take a half-hour break, during which we would like you to generate some more prompts for us, more ideas for improvisation in poetry and music, and the combination thereof. So we'll see you in a half hour.
And all that jazz.